Right then, so it's January 2025, and we've already got our first Dreamcast independent release of the year, which is the Storied Sword. So I ordered this a few days ago, and it's now Sunday, and it has arrived through the door. And what you get here initially, sort of when it arrives to you, is it comes in an outer Jiffy envelope here. It's got a sort of nice, strong, smaller Jiffy envelope. The game's wrapped in, and I got a nice personalised note with this one here, which is thanking me for the support. They go on to say that they're fans of Dreamcast today and have had a retro output playing while packing orders. So thanks for that, guys. That's really touching, and I really appreciate that. So moving over to the game here, yeah. So I ordered it from Orcface Games on their website directly, and the quality of this for the price that you pay for this is actually ridiculously good. I'll get into how much it is in a moment, but first of all, let's have a little look at this package here. Just a side note, I've taken the shrink wrap off it, which you do get on it when it arrives, just for ease of sort of opening it on camera and stuff. But right, so Storied Sword, you've got a nice, sort of hand animated front cover here with the developers there. So you've got Bite the Chili Productions and RAF Labs. Publisher Orcface Games, who also feature here on the inner part of the case, which is kind of cool. I really like this in particular. Like the sort of publisher's typeface, but also the earlier Dreamcast type NTSC packaging here. For the sort of first year of the Dreamcast life, they were sort of white with the power light, sort of pointing inwards to the artwork. Changed it later on to sort of black with the Dreamcast typeface going on it, but this kind of works really well. I really like the whites going straight onto the banner as well. So very aesthetically pleasing. We've got Orcface Games written on the side here and the Storied Sword. It's got no sort of indication of it being a Dreamcast game on the side there, which I should imagine probably that's for copyright reasons. On the back, we've got sort of some screenshots of the game. Now, on the developer's Kickstarter for this, when it was initially being funded for the NES version of it with reward tier being the Dreamcast, they sort of described this game as like sort of the NES, Batman and sort of Ninja Gaiden as the inspirations for the gameplay. So you've got a couple of playable characters, and the screenshots actually look pretty good. I mean, the graphics for that, for a NES game, actually look pretty decent, to be honest. I mean, last time I played a NES game, it certainly didn't look anywhere near as good as that. So sort of platformer there. Looks like it's going to be hard as nails. So I'm going to enjoy sort of getting into this one and checking it out. You've got the main baddie there, I think, on the top. And you've got a bit of a description of what's going on. So it's swashbuckling 8-bit action. Guide our heroes Orchid and Cedric as they seek to stop the Storied Sword from falling into the hands of the evil sorcerer Vectry. That's cool. So it goes on to tell you a little bit more about the gameplay dynamic. Storybook adventure. So 4-way scrolling, multiple difficulties, hand-drawn cutscenes, and a rip-roaring soundtrack. Sounds good to me. Got a QR code in the bottom corner here, which I think takes you to Orcface Games website. And also, what interesting feature this has got is it tells you the batch number that your game is, and also the number. They're all individually numbered, which is really quite cool there. I've got number 40 of 500 as seen there. So quite a low numbered version. I don't know whether they're randomly sent out, whether they're done in sequential order, but it's a really cool touch, that, and I really enjoy that. Publishers like Josh Prod do this, but they give you a certificate inside the game. So in actual fact, this is cooler, the fact that the cover art is bespoke for invariably each version that's sold. That's it can't be cheap to do that whatsoever. One thing that's actually it doesn't translate well to the camera, but the quality of this CD case is actually really good. Like, this is, when I used to buy music CDs back in the early 2000s and 90s and stuff, they used to come in like these really high quality dual case boxes. And as time's gone on and plastic is now seen as like a new evil, isn't it? You find a lot of manufacturers cut down on the quality of packaging. DVD cases in particular suffer now with like the recycling sign inside the box and stuff to cut down the amount of plastic, etc., etc. But you find with a lot of newer CD cases now, they're really sort of you can flexible, and you can press down on them, and you know, they really do break easily. I mean, that's not to say that this has been impervious to that, because sadly, I should imagine every did chuck it around a little bit, because we've got broken teeth on the box there, but that's fine because I can change out the inside of the jewel case. That's absolutely fine. You know, it's not a big deal. If it's like a, you know, a PAL blue case, then I probably would be like, oh no, damn it, that's a shame. But you know, as it stands, it's all good. Got a disc design here, which kind of takes its cues from like the European Dreamcast releases that have this going down with the Dreamcast swell usually. So we've got a cool little touch with Orcface logo on there. And it says it's compatible with all Dreamcast hardware that can run CD-ROMs. It's actually a professionally printed CD as well, which I wasn't expecting, to be honest, for the price that this game was. And that's what we'll touch on now. The whole reason why I purchased this, I was actually quite public in saying that I wasn't going to buy any independent releases now that weren't in like the PAL style blue cases slash games that started out on NES. But this was 15 quid. I mean, that's a new Dreamcast game for £15. Throw in a couple of quid postage on top of that as well, and I think it came out to about £18.99 or something in the end. Which, for under 20 quid, for a professionally pressed Dreamcast game, with like a really thick booklet as well that this has got, this is such good value. I can't think in my mind that anyone would not get this, especially if you're a Dreamcast collector. It's a no-brainer. You know, yes, I've been picking and choosing which indies I've been buying because a lot of them are quite expensive, but this is the opposite of that. This is 15 quid. This is an absolute steal. So, I mean, if you're interested in getting a copy of this game, you can go straight to Orcface Games website and order it there. It's got now sort of its own splash section on their website. Yeah, I strongly recommend buying that, because if Orcface can carry on, you know, releasing Dreamcast indies for this sort of price, I think they're onto a winner here. And you know, you guys need to sort of support the Dreamcast scene with this. You know, it is a case of voting with your wallet with this sort of thing, that because this is such a tantalisingly cheap price, you're not going to go wrong really by ordering this, and you are helping out these independent developers as they move further and further in the scene, you know, creating, publishing bigger and you know, more intricate projects as time moves forward. So yeah, I'll show you the booklet as well. If I can get this out of here, you know, it's notoriously difficult to do this with a CD case and a camera in hand. So what I'm going to do is put it on pause for a sec, and then I will show you the manual. Right, yeah, so it says on the back here you've got digital game files. So you've got 3 files for use with emulators, which requires you for an account registration with an email address. That's kind of a cool little touch there. So that QR code will probably take you to where you need to go. But look inside this booklet here, look. It's, you know, you've got a proper colour manual. Tells you all about the sort of Dreamcast controls and stuff like that, and what to expect when you get onto the title screen, and a bit of the backstory of the, you know, the characters in the game itself. But this is really, look at this. This is so well made. Look at that. That really is cool. I'm dead impressed with this. Yeah, that is absolute crazy quality for £15. So yeah, don't delay, get yourself a copy of this. It gets my thumbs up, definitely. I'm looking forward to playing the game, giving it a try. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna play it on the easiest difficulty because I'm a bit of a wimp like that. But yeah, get a copy, get it ordered up, support the Dreamcast, support the scene, and support everyone that's involved in making this game. I really look forward to seeing Orcface's next release, which I believe is Harley Quest. And yeah, I'll see you on the flip side of things when the next Dreamcast indie comes out. It's alright.